My name is Brenda Cohen, and I am currently enrolled at Royal Roads University in the online Master of Arts in Learning and Technology. I'm employed at the Calgary Police Service and work in the Real-Time Operations Center, where I supervise civilian personnel in the area of crime and intelligence analysis. I'm interested in employee learning and training and the reasons why some employees retain skills while others struggle to retain their skills. I would like to know or determine the factors that lead to skill decay and whether skill retention can be impacted through interaction, engagement, and collaboration. My research is focused on learning in the workplace, specifically how knowledge workers retain skills. Knowledge workers are generally defined as a person who works with information or data and has skills acquired through formal education. Knowledge workers are adult workers who are employed and are continually learning to support their career and their development. Knowledge workers possess skills and they create knowledge. They are able to work independently or within a group to solve a problem and complete assignments and tasks. They're often self-directed and learn informally by engaging with others. Skill retention in the workplace is a concern because employers and organizations invest in employees to obtain skills to be effective in the job. If skill decay occurs, then the organization may not be as effective or profitable, and any money spent on training may be seen as a loss. A knowledge worker should be able to explain why the skill is learned and why it is important to retain the skill. Training and creating knowledge improve learning. Therefore, the retention of knowledge and skill will impact a knowledge worker's performance, and the loss of skills will or may lead to decreased performance. This is important because the skills and knowledge that a knowledge worker possesses will enable them to solve problems and make decisions that may impact the organization. So how a knowledge worker retains skills is vital to their effectiveness and their value to an organization. It's therefore important to understand how best to support knowledge workers to obtain skills and retain the skills that they already possess. The concept of technology is constantly evolving, and increasingly it impacts how workers complete tasks and solve problems. And knowledge workers use technology to help them understand, to use their skills, to enhance their understanding and to make them more efficient and effective. And organizations implement and support technology to assist knowledge workers. And one such technology is communities of practice. Technology-enhanced communities of practice allow knowledge workers the ability to interact, to collaborate, and participate in order to explore alternative ways to approach a task, comprehend a problem, and ultimately to solve a problem and share information as well as to share their skills. My research seeks to answer the following question. How can technology enhance communities of practice, enhance skill retention for knowledge workers? This research question will be further explored through the sub-questions of what do knowledge workers need to be engaged? What strategies might allow knowledge workers to apply and retain knowledge? And what attributes of communities of practice impact learning in the workplace? The purpose of the research question is to investigate the use of communities of practice to determine if knowledge workers are able to enhance their knowledge and retain skills. By participating or by being a member of a community of practice, the knowledge worker is able to collaborate, to interact and participate through email, social networking sites, web-based project management and team communication sites, or virtual learning environments. The research argues that the knowledge worker will be exposed to opportunities for informal learning when they participate in a community of practice because they have the flexibility to be creative, innovative, share information, interact. All of these elements support skill retention. The theoretical framework used in this research involves Knowles' andragogy theory as well as engagement theory. These theories help identify the process of learning in the workplace. They introduce formal definitions and vocabulary to further understand how knowledge workers create knowledge and meaning through their participation and engagement in online communities of practice. The learning and involvement are continuous activities, and these are rudiments of engagement theory. The research seeks to determine if technology-enhanced communities of practice help a knowledge worker in their skills, and also to determine if participating in a community of practice will increase a knowledge worker's engagement behavior, as well to evaluate knowledge workers' ability to retain skills when they participate in a community of practice. Methodology used was qualitative research. Qualitative research was conducted as it allowed the ability to develop an approach to delve into the issues or nuances related to skill retention in knowledge workers. Qualitative research is the right choice as it may help develop further meaning or identify other strategies that motivate knowledge workers to engage in learning, or identify other factors that influence skill retention. The research used metasynthesis as the means to collect the data, analyze, and interpret the findings in an effort to answer the research question and the sub-questions. Initial findings and recommendations. The research found that technology-enhanced communities of practice enable knowledge workers to learn, and they are conducive to innovation and creativity in the workplace. As well, the research also determined that communities of practice can be created deliberately, or they can be formed naturally. One of the key components of communities of practice is leadership. Managing knowledge has a lot to do with leadership in relation to knowledge workers in the community of practice, and often the success of the community of practice is usually determined by the effectiveness of the leader or the facilitator within the community of practice. The theme of leadership is intertwined with many other components such as flexibility, informal learning, collaboration, engagement, innovation, and creativity. It is the leader in a community of practice who will initiate communication and encourage others to participate. These components are associated to skill retention as they involve information sharing and informal learning that takes place along a continuum. Despite this, it is difficult to determine if skill retention is directly related to the participation in the technology-enhanced communities of practice. Therefore, further research is recommended to determine if skill retention of knowledge workers can be correlated to technology-enhanced communities of practice. More research is needed to determine if communities of practice impact knowledge workers' performance and their engagement to the extent that it influences their ability to retain skills. If you have any questions or concerns, I will do my best to provide further information and to answer your questions. Thank you.